So we're gonna go to our wishes, and I'm gonna explain how the pity works super quick for those who don't know, who are newer to Genshin, and are like, what the hell is pity? So, when you are wishing on these banners, there's something a little different that happens between some of the banners. So you have your character event wishes that are going on, your character banners. So for this one, Nailu and Albedo are only going to be available, like they have a higher probability. They're only going to be available for the next week. And then it's going to be the next banner. So, got those. The weapon banner happens it changes with the banners as well. So this one's only going to be available for a week as well. And then your standard banner, this is available all the time. It doesn't change. All the characters don't change either. So some are added in to the banner though, like Tainari, who was just added in. But how your pity works, basically, what your pity is, it's the amount of wishes it takes you to get to a 5-star character. And however, like, the best way to put this is when you get to 90 wishes, you are guaranteed a 5-star something. It's either a character or a weapon when you hit 90 wishes. So, it can, it can take you more, it can take, or not, it can take you, how do I want to put this? You are guaranteed at 90, but it can happen before. So, for me, the wishes that took the longest to get, I will say, were Diluc, took about 76. Not Yanfei, Yoimiya took about 78, and Kuching took about 80. The quickest turnaround I've had for the 5-star character was Tainari, with 6. So, it's hard to say what your pity is going to be, but the closer you are to 90, you're more guaranteed. And then when you hit 90, you are guaranteed something. But it's more likely that you are going to get something, once you kind of get closer to like the 70, 80, 90 area, but it can happen way before. Some people get super lucky and it happens way before. My best ones have been Tainari with 6, I think. Zhongli, I got at like 40, and I think Kazuha I got at like 45. So I've gotten very lucky with some characters. Some characters it takes forever. I would have to see what my pity was for Albedo because I don't remember. But you can do every 10 wishes, you're guaranteed at least a 4-star character or weapon. So that's every 10, and then 90 is for your 5 stars. So how you check this, you can't see it because my closed captioning is in the way. But if you go down to the bottom, you'll see history. You can also see details so you can see what is in each banner. But we're going to focus on history. So these are going to be the same. Doesn't matter which one you look at. It's going to be the same pity for your character wishes. This was before I knew the banners were limited, but when Zhongli first came out, I was so lucky to wish, and I had that luck now. I got 2 of them in the first pull. Genshin be wildin', I swear to God. Ramen Bowls, hello, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, no, I didn't understand how the wishing and pity system worked until maybe, like, because I started playing in May of this year. So I don't think I really started to get it until probably Yoimiya's banner? Yoimiya or Kazuha? It's probably Yoimiya. I understand it, like, the best. So it hasn't been very long. But how you check your pity, you go down to your history down at the bottom, and you can see your wish history, all the wishes you've done. So, for me, right now, how you figure out your pity is you just count. From wherever you are to your 5-star, the most recent 5-star you got. So, for example, right now my pity, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 30, about 38. So I have a 38 pity, which, it's hard to say if I could pull, if I wanted to keep pulling for Nilu, I could pull and get her right now. It just depends on my luck. But on my character banner, I am at a 38 pity. So that's how many wishes it took to get from where I am now to my last 5-star. Wasn't following you on Twitter either. It's okay. I forgive. It's all right. I appreciate you though. But if we go from Albedo to my last 5-star, so we got, we'll say, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 76, 77, 78, about 78 pity to get from Zhongli to Albedo. So I had just kind of pulled on Zhongli at like the last possible second, got him. I was trying to pull for Kokomi, never got Kokomi, and I was like, and I heard Albedo was coming. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop pulling on Kokomi and wait for Albedo. And then Sino's banner came out. It was Sino and Venti. I was only pulling on that banner because I wanted Candace. I didn't want to get Sino, even though Sino's great. I didn't want to get him. But I was so scared because I was at like 60 to 70 pity, and I'm like, I just want Candace, but I'm not getting Candace. So I was so scared because I was getting to such a point where I was almost guaranteed a 5-star that I was like, I don't know, like, I don't want to keep pulling because I don't want Sino, but I want Candace. So I didn't end up getting Candace, which is sad, but we'll get her eventually. I have her on my EU account, and she is so much fun to play. So when Albedo's banner dropped, I was on vacation. I was gonna wait to do it on stream, but I was so scared I was gonna lose the 50-50. Which that's another thing. So when you get to about, when you're pulling on a banner and you're getting to your 5-star character, they have what's called the 50-50. So you can either win or lose the 50-50. If you win, so for this case, winning the 50-50 on Albedo's banner would be you got Albedo. So you won the 50-50. Say if you're pulling on Albedo's banner and you got Diluc, you technically lost the 50-50 because you didn't get Albedo. So it's not guaranteed that you get the 5-star on the banner. You can still lose the 50-50 and get a 5-star character that's on the standard banner, which is Diluc, Jean, Tighnari, Mona, Keqing, and Chi-Chi, which is why the meme of I lost the 50-50 to Chi-Chi or I lost the 50-50 to Keqing is a thing. If you've been around the community long enough. Those are the memes of like, oh, I lost the 50-50 to Chi-Chi is the big one. Because people are like, oh my god, Chi-Chi. So that's what they mean when you're talking about 50-50. Which is why I was so scared, because I was so close to my 90. I was like, I'm either gonna win or lose the 50-50. I don't know. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll pull, and I got him while I was on vacation, which I was really scared if I was gonna get him or not. But what happens, so say if for this banner, I pulled and I didn't get Albedo, I got Mona. I really want to get Mona. I don't have Mona yet. Say I got Mona instead of Albedo. That will cause what's called the guarantee. So, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I believe this is how it works. If you lose the 50-50 in the banner prior, you are guaranteed the 5-star on the banner the next, when you get to that point again in your pity. I believe that's how that works, because I think Amy was asking if I was guaranteed, and I said no, because I just pulled Zhongli, who was on the last banner, so going into this banner, I was not guaranteed. The only time I was guaranteed a character was Kazuha. I was guaranteed Kazuha because the 5-star I had pulled previously on this event banner was Diluc. I had lost a 50-50 on Ito's banner and got Diluc, which is fine. I main Diluc. I love him. I simp for him, so it all worked out. I'm not even mad about it. But that meant going into Kazuha's banner, I was guaranteed Kazuha, which I didn't even know about because I was still learning how everything worked. Sounds right to me? Okay. I wasn't sure. I'm still new and I'm still learning, but like I'm taking what I learned and like trying to share it with people as well. Cuz I'm like, I just want you all to learn. So that's what my character banner looks like. Same thing happens with your standard. You build up your pity. So you can see I got Skyward Atlas yesterday. Which is my second 5-star weapon. My first one was Wolf's Greystone, which is perfect because Diluc was my first 5-star character. So Diluc has his weapon. It's perfect. It's a great life. But I got the 5-star or the Skyward Atlas last night. I think I have it on Yanfei right now, but I might put it on Miko if I get her. Because she's the next one I'm going for. I'm going for Yai Miko. So if you go from your standard banner, same thing with figuring out your pity. Excuse me. Also, I got another Kaya, which I was not expecting. So we got about this, I'll say 10 just for rounding it up. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, about 80, and my last one was Chi-Chi before Skyward Atlas. So, again, just figuring out your pity, you just count. Same thing. If you're curious of who's on the banner, if you don't know, you can go to details and it will tell you who is on each banner. So, if you go to, this is your standard banner. So, right now, for 5-star characters, you can get Tainari, Keqing, Mona, Chi-Chi, Diluc, or Jean. And you can also get 5-star weapons. So we got the Amos Bow, the Skyward Harp, Lost Prayer Sacred Wind, which is one I really want to get, Skyward Atlas, the Primordial Jade Wing Spear, Skyward Spine, Wolf's Greystone, the Skyward Pride, Skyward Blade, and the Favonia. And then it lists all of the 4-stars that you can get. Did they add Candace to this one? I don't think so. They did not add Candace to this one yet. I don't know if they will. I feel like they will. Because I think every 4-star is on this. There's the elusive one, Goru, who's eluding me. I want him so bad. Please, I just want a dog. Hand him over. He is the only 4-star I really, really want. Besides Candace. Him and Candace are like the only 4-stars I really want. But you can get all these 4-star characters and then a bunch of 4-star weapons. And those are guaranteed every 10. I should actually look. Because this... Let me look at... Where's my... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm only at like a 5. Yeah, I'm only at like a 5 for 10. For the 4-star. I could wish for shits and gigs. If I give up one of Constellations to give him to you, I would. I just want him so bad. I didn't even get him on Ito's banner when I was wishing. And that was the one he was in. Oh, shoot. One more thing. One more thing about wishing. The weapon banner. This one works differently. So, you see I got a 4-star weapon, which is what I wanted to get. I don't normally wish on the weapon banner, but I really wanted to get another weapon. So, the only thing with the weapon banner, your pity does not carry over. On character banners and the standard banner, your pity carries over. It will never reset on you. It will carry over to the next banners and so on and so forth. the weapon banner does not carry over. So you have, for however long this banner's up for, to wish for the weapon. So if you're really going for these 5-star weapons, good luck. I was just going for one of these newer ones. This one, like the sword or the catalyst, because I already have the rain slasher. I hate it. I don't use it. I have enough Dragon's Bane. And then I think this is a sacrificial bow. So I was going for the sword and I got it. So, um, but this one, your pity resets at the end of the banner. So this one does not carry over, which is the only really like big downside. I don't normally wish on this one, but because I got Albedo so early in my wishing, I was like, I can kind of eat it and go with it.